Hello,
Good afternoon, Mr. Raj.
good afternoon.
Welcome to your today's session. How are you?
Thank you. Uh, I'm a bit under weather, but
Oh, what happened?
I'm just down with fever.
Oh, do take care of yourself. Nowadays, viral fever is quite common.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So, would you be able to take session?
Yeah, sure. Otherwise, I would have cancelled it.
Okay. All right. Whenever you feel uneasy, you can please mention me down. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Is it okay now?
For me, it was okay even before that. I hope it's now
Okay.
clear for you. Are you able to hear me and see me clearly?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yes, please. So, whenever you
Okay.
face any problem, you can do one thing. You can write down to the support help and they would reach back to you. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
So,
So, what should we talk about? Is there any topic in hand that you would like to discuss, or shall we go about the topic we are provided with? What would you like to discuss?
uh,
The ball is in your
the
court. As you said, you're not unwell, so I don't want to create a trouble for you.
uh, the onus is on you. I always put the onus on tutor because it's always. I mean, I can share my condition and then it's up to you. How can you help me?
Okay, all right. So, what are your major concerns whenever you try to speak in English? What do you feel that even after taking sessions, you're still
Uh,
unable to cater?
like I was explaining to you that it's been 1.5 years and I have come a long way, but I have not reached the desired level. So before I started, I had been teaching English grammar and I used to think that I'm good at English. So I can speak, but the moment I started, I came to know that speaking is something different and I had no experience of this. So there are so many things or so many aspects that I have to work on, including intonation and all. All these things I got to know through these platforms only. So I started working on them, and till now, when it comes to intonation, I don't think I have improved that much. But pronunciation is another thing that need needs some polishment as well. So yeah, these are the things. Apart from this, uh, using idioms and phrases. And one thing that I would like to share with you that I have met with different tutors. The one quality of yours that I like that you use idioms and phrases very often, and others, even though they talk that we should use, but they don't use that much. So I was thinking that on that front you can help me as well.
Oh my goodness. You put a lot of responsibility by saying so. Okay, so first of all, let's try to understand the first point you said intonation. It's really
Yeah.
essential, undoubtedly, when it comes to language. Otherwise, you sound monotonous, it's mundane. The person would not feel that, yes, I should listen to Mr. Raj, what he's saying. So to
Right.
make splash in the market or to get people's attention, your voice can do wonders, right? So a
Right.
small thing I would suggest you, if you do it, I can guarantee it won't be a difficult job because I've done by myself. It's it wasn't a good gift for me too. So for next 15 days, okay, you have to start any book, any paper, any article, just a small reading paragraph. Okay. Take that paragraph, start recording in your phone. While you just have to record your voice, how are you reading? Okay. Once it's
Okay.
done, day one, simple. You're done with recording. Mark it as day one. Next day, day two. Now, why I'm asking you to read and record is because unless and until you are aware how it feels for others to listen your voice, you would never improve. Okay. I remember one
Okay.
day, one of my teachers said that when you speak, it feels that you're just speaking blatantly. There's nothing new, or I don't feel that I should listen to this person quite often. And as a public speaker, you should have this skill, right?
Yeah, sure.
So, first of all, you have to record yourself. Secondly, now that you've done with recording, listen how it feels. Third step, the basic step for learning articulation is to be aware when and where I should take a pause. Whenever there's inverted commas, take a pause. In whenever we start any new sentence, we write the first letter in a capital zone, right?
Right,
That means that time the sound or the pitch has to be high.
right.
Whenever there's any name of the city, state, country, name of any person, or anything important, you have to raise your voice. My name is Shruti Sharma. That S
Okay,
sounds is a bit high. Focus on these
okay.
things. Commas, inverted commas, full stop means pause. Okay.
Right,
Any year is written, let's suppose in 1920, pause. Okay.
okay.
Take these points in mind. Or is if there is any connector, however, but, other than this, and, because, in order to, you have to take pause. Just remember these five things, and you'll see improvement on the 15th day. If you'll compare your 15th day recording to your first day recording, you would definitely see tremendous change. Okay,
Sure.
try it and it won't be a big deal. Okay,
Yeah, sure.
all right. Yes, any other thing? Coming on to idioms and phrases, why do you want idioms and phrases to be there in your language? Let's try to understand that first.
Uh, like I said to you that it's all about becoming a tutor. So I want to add this in horizon of my teaching skill. So I want to reach the level where if somebody listens to me, he could think that okay, this is the person who can teach me or who can help me out with my English. So I have to reach that level, and for that purpose, I think whatever I can learn or I can improve on, that would be beneficial.
Makes sense. Okay. So, what is your approach? How are you working or how you're heading towards this direction? As you said, you want to use idioms and phrases. So, what's your approach of learning those?
So far, I have not been able to reach any conclusion. Like I have read so many things or I remember them, but it hardly comes a situation where I can use them. So sometimes here and there I can use a few one, but I'm totally clueless on this part.
Okay. All right. Can you see the word conclusion for me once?
Conclusion,
Conclusion. It's not sun, Jan. Conclusion.
conclusion, sun. Okay,
Can you say conversation? We have conversation with
conversation. Yeah,
zation.
conversation.
It's the sound. Conclusion.
Okay, conclusion. Okay,
Better. So whenever you get time, try to pronounce the sound words. Okay.
okay,
I'll tell you a small hack to use idioms at right time. That is, see, whenever you're reading idioms, don't go randomly about it. If you're reading any idiom, there's a story hidden in that, right? Let's suppose move heaven and earth. It means moving heaven is not easy. Moving earth again is not easy for human. That means whenever you're
okay,
saying something and which takes a lot of efforts or it is talking about hard work, then we say moving heaven and earth. I have to move heaven and earth or do anything possible. So whenever you learn any idiom or whenever you come across any idiom or you encounter any idiom, try to understand what's the hidden meaning. Okay. Now, once you have understood the meaning, create the story or create any scenario in your brain where you can use this idiom. Human brain is good at remembering stories or incidents. If today I ask you when was the first time you had a great time with your friends, I think you would be able to recall.
yeah, sure,
Or maybe when I ask you for your CA journey, you would be able to tell me what happened then. Why?
right,
Because we have lived that journey. We remember incidents. If I talk about honey, anything which was hilarious, anything which was funny, you can remember that.
right,
So because we have the scenarios linked or we have the stories incorporated. So next time, whenever you encounter any idiom, simple way is understand the meaning, relate it with the story, and feel where I can use it. So automatically you'll be able to get that on right spot. Okay.
Okay.
No more lectures. Let's jump on, and whenever I'll feel that you are losing your track on, I'll try to help you out with that. Okay.
Okay.
So the topic for discussion is unemployment today, and as I'm talking to a teacher, I want to know from you. On a daily basis, you deal with children, you deal with students. What kind of mindset they have when it comes to work?
Mm, could you repeat the
Yeah,
question?
sure. Yes, absolutely. I was saying you, when you come across students, we all study so that we can settle in our life. So, what kind of ambitions they have usually for their job or for their future?
Yeah. So, so far, I have come across the students like they are teenagers only. And if I talk about the plus two students, so they they aspire a lot. Most of them aspire to become CA, but the kind of effort they put in, that is not good enough. But whatever I have come across, so I do tell them that the CA is something that requires a lot of effort, and it's it's not that I do not encourage them, but the first thing I make them show that if you want to become a CA, first of all you have to focus on accounting at plus two level in such a way that you have the quality to teach. The moment you cross 11th, you can teach someone who is in 11th class. So if you look like this, it would be better for you. So in terms of that, the kind of students that I have got, so they are pretty average and normal. So I cannot answer whatever you were asking on this front. But of course, if in general, if I talk, then students should be, uh, I mean, should have ambition, and I have not come across any such students till.
Okay, all right. Now I think this video should be given to all your students that their teacher is expecting a lot from them. Okay. See, I think whenever we are in school, we're not that dedicated, or we feel or we take life granted. But maybe once you're done with your college, that's when you have the sense of responsibility. Okay, the world is now new to me. I have to do something. It's, do or die
Yeah,
situation for them.
but I think the big achievers are those who are serious at their school level as well.
I wasn't serious
Yeah.
at all when I was in school. What about you, Mr. Raj?
I was not into studies at all. Like I told you, I am a CA dropout. So CA was just an enthusiasm for me because I always had this feeling that no matter where I am, I should think of the highest level. So I did CA only because in commerce field there is nothing beyond CA.
Okay.
Otherwise, I was never into studies.
Then why did you say that if you're not good in studies or you're not serious in school days, then you cannot do something great?
What?
You just said that one should be serious in school, but I think we
Yeah.
both were not. So, what do we expect from learners or what do we expect from students?
So this part should be cut now. Uh,
Yes, they would say, look,
uh,
my teacher is asking me to be serious, but he or she wasn't serious when they were in school.
mm.
Right? I feel
Yeah,
life comes with a lot of phases. School life is one of those golden moments where you experiment or you learn what am I good at, or you try to explore yourself in terms of friendships, in terms of your teachers, or any kind of curricular activities. So we should not
yeah,
cage people by saying study hard. Of course, be serious or study whenever it's required, but don't take stress, isn't it?
yeah, sure.
Hmm. Okay, all right. I've written few words. I would say it for you once, and I want you to read it out for me. Okay. The word is encourage. It's not encourage. Can you say encourage?
Encourage,
Yes, it starts
encourage.
with en. It's encourage. I
Yeah,
encourage my
encourage.
students.
Okay,
Perfect. Then it's average.
average,
Average. Yes. Average.
average.
A sound. Yes.
Okay.
Then do we say the CA? I dropped the CA. We don't say
Did I
the
use
for any
the?
course. Yes.
Okay,
To be simple CA. Okay.
I mean drop out of C is the
Mm-hmm. Okay. And the one word which is your favorite is yeah, sure. Whenever we agree with someone, why to say yeah, sure? There's so many other ways to say that, isn't it? You can say
mm,
indeed, absolutely,
okay,
I agree with
right,
you, couldn't agree
right,
more. You can say right, absolutely. There's so many words. So
absolutely.
next time, certainly, try using
Of
different
course,
words.
yeah, of
Yes, of
course.
course. Mhm. So these words, so that you don't sound repetitive, and people feel that okay, he has good chunk of words to use. Okay.
Okay.
Now our session would disconnect, and we have last 1 minute to say. Is there anything you want to ask me? Anything you want to add on before we wrap the session up?
Uh, no, I do not have anything in particular. It was lovely session. So see you in another session. Bye for now.
Oh, it was good talking as well. I enjoyed, and the kind of curiosity you've shown throughout the session towards learning, it's commendable. I would suggest you. You're not making grammatical errors, of course. As you said, you've been teaching. When it comes to spoken English, it's beyond just using right grammar. Right? It
Right.
focuses a lot on how you present your thoughts. Your thoughts are curated. You don't take abrupt pauses at all. Still, we need to make sure that, of course, articulation is a part of it, but I should be crisp and concise when I present my answers. So, whenever we meet next time, we'll do some activities to focus on our presentation skills. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Can you give me something else this time?
Okay, certainly. Yeah,
Okay. Thank you so much for joining me in, and I'll see you around. Happy learning.
yeah.